Beep, 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 beep. If you don't know what that sound is, that sound signals that it is time for another GreenStalk haul unboxing. And it's not going to be just yet another GreenStalk haul. It is actually the day I'm going to also be drawing the winner of the giveaway that I announced yesterday on my live stream. So stay tuned till the end and we'll find out who the big winner is of a 3-tier GreenStalk with the lid and with the ultimate spinner. And if we haven't met before, my name is Tara and I garden in the California Bay Area, and I am the proud owner of 12 GreenStalks. And if you're watching this between October 1st and 21st, 2025, then there is a huge warehouse clearance sale, really crazy sale going on right now. The prices have never been lower, so go check it out. And I actually was very, very restrained. I didn't buy another GreenStalk because I still have to get used to the 12, of which I ordered like 7 this year. So anyway, let's do our unboxing and then we're going to find out who the big winner is. All right, let's unbox. But before we do that, don't you love my zinnias, you guys? I'm not sure whether I love them or I dislike them. This was an experiment that I did, and you got to go back and check that video where I actually compared my own DIY soil mix to Miracle Grow. This was actually the Miracle Grow one, but the zinnias that I chose were the full-size zinnias. You typically don't want to do that with the GreenStalk, and I was like, I'm going to be on top of my game. I'm going to prune them regularly. Didn't happen. They have grown out of control, but they are beautiful. The GreenStalk looks a little gawky and awkward, but I think the flowers are lovely. All right, let's dig into what's in the brown box with all the beautiful artwork. Whenever I open anything from GreenStalk, I always feel like I've been given a present because it's so pretty. Their boxes are so pretty and everything is wrapped so nicely. All right. I actually have opened this and taken out a few things and used them and then put them back because I wanted to show them to you as if I was unboxing everything for the first time. Some of the things are new though. But, oh, by the way, here's my bag with all the names of the giveaway potential winners. And we're going to be shaking this into a hat at the end of this and picking the winner. So we'll keep that aside for now. But I mentioned that I do live streams, and I actually do live streams the first Saturday of every month, and the topic is specifically GreenStalk. And I often bring on a fun guest who also has GreenStalks, and we talk about it together and learn a lot from each other, as well as from those who are on the live chat. It's always a lot of fun. But I got some GreenStalk swag for my live streams. Now, these cups are made by a company called Black Oak. And one thing about GreenStalk, you guys, their products are always very special, very high quality, and most often made in the United States, most often from small vendors or small business owners just like themselves. And these beautiful 2 colors, this is blackberry and this is terracotta, 2 of my favorite colors. And yeah, each of these cups is hand thrown is what they call it, I guess. But yeah, handmade basically. And it's a small company in Waco, Texas, Black Oak something. But they are both microwave and dishwasher safe and just makes me feel so special when I drink out of them. So let's see what else we got. Decide carefully, I don't want to break them. But speaking of blackberry and terracotta, there's 2 more things I want to show you, which are blackberry and terracotta. And those are my seed starting trays. Now, when the blackberry came out, it's their newest color so far, and it came out, I think, like a month ago, and they had a huge sale on it. I think there was a buy one, get one or something like that. It was a crazy sale as well. And the color was just so beautiful. And I so desperately wanted to get another GreenStalk, especially in that blackberry color, but I chose not to because I have hard water in my house and dark colors do show hard water stains, unfortunately. So I've decided that going forward, as much as possible, I'm going to go for the lighter colors. But for the seed starting trays, I want to get darker colors. And the reason for the darker colors for seed starting, oh, by the way, here's the blackberry. It's just beautiful. Hey, matches my shirt. And the reason why I want to go with darker colors for the seed starting trays is because the lighter colors show dirt. Let me show you. So I've got the pink and I've got the black here. And if you notice the black, There's a bunch of dirt over here, but you can hardly see it. The pink one, on the other hand, I mean, you can see the dirt right away, and it's even worse when it's on the top. It just looks really bad, and the only way I've found to get rid of it is by using an overhead spray, kind of gentle setting, and that kind of pushes the dirt aside, but it's very difficult to keep clean. On the other hand, the black, it shows white a lot, and this is my hard water, so that is the problem with the black. But then again, you know, I think the dirt is much more obvious than the white water stains, and frankly, I can get rid of this with a little bit of strong vinegar on a rag. All right, let's open the terracotta. Now, another reason why I actually wanted to get terracotta is because when I first started, when I got my very first GreenStalk, it was a 7-tier terracotta GreenStalk. And I absolutely loved the color. And I decided that all the GreenStalks I was going to get were going to be terracotta. And I got like 5 of them. And then it became a limited edition color and it went away. So anyway, fortunately, other colors started to come out, and then I kind of got hooked on the colors. And so I kind of moved on from terracotta. But someone was mentioning to me in one of my videos that they thought that my terracotta GreenStalks were looking a little lighter, as if they had faded over the years. Now, I think the reason for it is actually the kind of a whitish hue on my GreenStalks because of my hard water. It's not because they've faded, but they may have faded just a little bit. So I decided I would get terracotta, and then I would compare it with my GreenStalks to see whether they had actually faded. So let's go do that actually right now. This is the terracotta, by the way. So you'll have to pardon the mess. I've been setting this up today for my strawberries. This entire GreenStalk is going to be just for strawberries. But here is the terracotta seed starting tray. And here is my very first GreenStalk. This is one of those 7 tiers. It's hardly faded, you guys. You can see the hard water, right? I mean, like right there, you can see the real whiteness of the hard water. And even on this, I kind of washed it down a little bit today, so it's not as white as it usually is, but it still does have some of that. But yeah, I'd say it's practically good as new. All I need to do is wipe it down with some vinegar, and it's going to be nice and shiny and pretty and dark color, just like this one. So yeah, it has hardly faded at all. Maybe not at all, actually. Yeah, but you see what I mean by hard water stains? This just looks gross. I need to stop using my hose freely over my GreenStalks. I kind of like to do that once in a while, though, because it really knocks off some of the aphids and it knocks off the caterpillars and things. But then this happens. Yeah, so I got those GreenStalks, the very first one that I was showing you, comparing this to, in 2021 February, and now it's October 2025. So almost, not quite, but almost 5 years. And yeah, it's amazing. It's actually kind of hitting the warranty period. So yeah, after this, it's all going to fade and it's going to turn to white, right? Wrong. That stuff is great. I don't know what they do to maintain the color, but it's fabulous. It's almost as good as the first day I bought it. GreenStalk quality. All right, let's see what else we got in our goodie box. Ooh, look at that. This is one of the newer products. A GreenStalk tote. How cute is that? I love totes. I can't get enough. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, totes are definitely my thing. Totes and hats. And speaking of hats, where's my hat? I got a GreenStalk hat as well. Let me get it. Gosh, I love doing this. Yeah, I love my new hat. And I'm going to be using this hat to choose the winner of the giveaway. So let's quickly go through the rest of what we got, and then we're going to get to the giveaway. A new sourdough towel. A new sourdough I can't pronounce this. A new sourdough towel. So I actually have a couple from GreenStalk already. I got the lemon and the blueberry, and I'll show you those as well because they've been washed, and it'll be nice to see what they look like after they're washed, right? But yeah, lovely, lovely soft cotton, and they're really large. Look at that. So I've been using them regularly for my sourdough. I became a sourdough addict during the pandemic, like many other people. And my sourdough starter is called Bradley Cooper. What's your sourdough starter called? Anyway, so here is my lemon. And this is after it's been washed. Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah, it doesn't lose color and it takes on a more sort of natural cottonish kind of look. Look how pretty that is. So yeah, love my sourdough towels. And this is special. This actually marks a big shift for me. This, by the way, is the GreenStalk Garden Journal. So quick story. When I was in Australia, my siblings live in Australia, and my sister had some of my grandmother's old recipe books, and they were all beautiful, handwritten stuff. And it was just amazing, you guys, to page through it and see my Nana Florey through the pages of the book. And, you know, I could read it and I could almost hear her saying what was in those words. And it was just really, really special. And at that time, I thought about my garden journal. Now, I've been using digital software called Evernote to talk into my phone when I'm in the garden. And, you know, I would take pictures, I'd upload them. And it's a great way to keep track of it. But guess what? After I'm dead and gone, no grandchild of mine is going to be able to access that information. It's gone in the digital ether and the digital noise, right? But this one, this GreenStalk journal, if I use it to plan, it can go down through the generations, at least one generation or two generations after me, right? Those who remember me, because after we are dead and gone, doesn't everyone forget us after like 3 generations or so if we're not famous? Yeah. Anyway, enough morbid thoughts. But yeah, it makes you feel special when you look through this. My garden is my most beautiful masterpiece, Claude Monet. Hey, I can be a Claude Monet too, a GreenStalk Claude Monet. And then you've got a calendar, and I guess you can jot down things that you want to do on repeat every year, maybe. And it doesn't have it's got month and year, so you can fill out whatever you want. And then let's see, what else do we have? If you have a garden and a library, you have everything you need. Cicero. It's another one of those things that has become digital, right? Libraries. Planting map. Now this is where the action is at. So you get to identify what you want to plant in each tier. You get to talk about the date that you planted it, comments, things like that. So yeah, I'm going to be using this quite heavily to plan my green stalks. And then there's a plant log. Look at those tomatoes. And you can talk about things that worked, things that didn't work. Is that what it's for? I don't know. Yeah, plant name, planting date, purchased from, and then any comments that you have, and you can give it a rating so you can quickly see whether it was a 5-star plant that you want to plant again, or maybe you want to pass. And then finally, you've got a list page. So you guys, I'm looking at this with you, so I'm not prepared to talk through it, but I'm finding it out with you. Gardeners, I think, dream bigger dreams than emperors, by Mary Cantwell. She's so right. I wonder what emperors dream about. Rich thoughts, wars, don't know. Anyway, and then finally, you've got some extra pages for notes. So yeah, garden journal. I'm going to do it the old-fashioned, handwritten way and put it in my legacy to my future generations. All right, a couple more things here. A cute little keychain. I can now retire my mailbox keychain that has a blue piece of masking tape on it, because this is much cooler. And then finally, one more thing, a box of garden staples. Oh, I forgot to bring a pair of scissors, but I don't need it. Oh my goodness, look at these. These are solid. So you guys, these staples, the beauty of these staples, of course, you can write on it, I guess with a Sharpie marker. I don't know whether there's some sort of special pen that you need. I'll have to do some research. But then the really cool thing about this is when you stick it in your GreenStalk, you can actually use this to stake plants. So you can pull a branch, put a little tie around it and hang it over here, and it becomes a little mini trellis for you, or a little mini stake thing for your plants. So I've been doing this actually with garden staples. This is so much sturdier, and I've got a plant name over here. Awesome. All right, you guys, the time has come. It's time to pick a winner of a brand new GreenStalk. Let's do it. Okay, I gotta get my hat off for this. Whew. It's kind of sweaty. It's still warm over here in the Bay Area in early October. It's going to get cooler though. In a few days, I'm going to be wearing a sweater. And here are all the names. I got every one of them, and I also got the extra entries for those of you that shared on Instagram and tagged your friends. So let's put them all in here. Make sure I don't miss any. Yep, they're all in here. Shake it up nicely. And the winner is, see, I'm not looking. Whoever this one is the winner. NikkiA. I don't know whether you can see it. So congratulations, NikkiA. You are the proud winner of a brand new 3-tier GreenStalk with a lid, either lid, the irrigation lid, or I think it's called the spring lid, or the little garden lid with the bumblebee on it. You choose. And also you can choose the GreenStalk color and texture, whether you want that basket weave or whether you want the original. As long as it's in stock, it's yours. And you'll also get an ultimate spinner. So email me, Nikki. My Gmail address is gardenlove09@gmail.com, and send me your address and I will have GreenStalk send it off to you. Thank you once more, GreenStalk, for collaborating with me on this giveaway. And thank you to all of you who watched the live stream and participated so actively. It was a lot of fun. And for those of you that missed the live stream, I do one on the first Saturday of every month. So the next one will be on November 1st, 2025. And it's always on the topic of GreenStalks. And if you go into my community posts and make some recommendations on what you want me to talk about, I'm happy to include those subjects as we go along. And if you're still looking to buy anything more at the big warehouse sale, remember that I am a GreenStalk affiliate and I would sure appreciate it if you use my affiliate link. That's the QR code over there. And if you use my code, which is GreenLove10, you'll get an additional $10 off. Do like this video, folks, because it helps spread it around and bring more of our GreenStalk community together. Until next time, live green and love your greens.